ask you one question that a lot of people are asking me, probably you too, and that is, what is up with your husband's tweets? Your husband is a very well-respected lawyer, and he's been sending some tweets that have been critical of the administration. Just an example, in response to a tweet he saw saying President Trump's aides are reluctant to speak for him because he contradicts them later, your husband wrote, "So true, it's absurd."
He writes a lot of things that are also supportive, and he writes a lot of things about corgis and Philadelphia Eagles and sports, too. But the fact is, well, two things I'll say to you. Number one, that, again, that woman who lost the election, whose name I never say on TV anymore, is wrong. That women, I think she said white women, have to listen to their the men in their life to form their own political opinions. Wrong again, lady. Number two, it's fascinating to me that CNN would go there, but it's very good for the whole world to have just witnessed that it's now that it's now fair game what people's how people's spouses and significant others may differ with them. I'm really surprised, but very, in some ways, relieved and gratified to see that. That should really be fun.
No, I actually, first of all, I would ask you that if you were a man and
no,
your wife
wouldn't.
were 1,000% I would.
No.
And it's not about that. It's about questioning, publicly questioning what you are doing for a living with regard to your boss. And it has nothing to do with your gender.
No, and it has nothing to do with my spouse. And
right, that's why I'm just asking.
Oh, no, you just brought him into this. So this ought to be fun moving forward, Dana.
Okay.
We're now going to talk about other people's spouses and significant others just because they either work in the White House or at CNN. Are we going to do that? Because you just went there.
Yes.
CNN just went there. Look, differences of opinions.
By the way, this isn't critical. I'm just asking about.
Of course it was. It was meant to harass and embarrass. But let me just tell you something.
Absolutely not.
Let me just tell you something. By definition, spouses have a difference of opinion when adultery is happening. More. By definition, spouses have a difference of opinion when one is, I don't know, draining the joint bank account to support things that maybe the other disagrees with. So this is a fascinating cross the Rubicon moment, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Well, that certainly was not intended to cross any Rubicon. It was actually intended to be somewhat lighthearted about the fact that we are all grown-ups who have different opinions. But I'm sorry that you took it.
What you said. You said I've got to ask you a question that's on everybody's mind.
It is. It is. It is. I'm sure you hear it too. It is. And it is hard to have two adults in a situation like this, but it is unusual.
I'm sorry, what does that mean?
It is unusual.
I'm sorry, it's hard for whom? I'm sorry, back it up.
It is hard for whom?
It is hard. Who are the two adults? My husband
You and your husband. My point is
now you're talking about my marriage again?
I'm not talking about your marriage.
I'm
Kellyanne.
My husband.
Kellyanne, here was my whole point in this.
It's hard for whom?
Is that you are a professional working for the President of the United States. And your husband is a very well-respected lawyer. And my point is that we don't often see, in fact, I don't remember the last time we saw somebody working for the president in a high-profile position when their spouse is saying critical things about them. That is all. That is all.
Well, that, A, is not true. There are other family members of people who work at the White House who certainly don't support the president privately and publicly. But I will tell you this, and there are people who have been in his administration who worked for Democrats or gave money to Democrats. But all that aside, that really is meant to divert attention from, again, the big issues that America cares about. But like I said, CNN chose to go there. I think that's going to be fascinating moving forward. And don't deny that when you just said it must be difficult. I do want you to clarify, though, for the whole worldwide audience, and in fact for me, since you raised me, it's, quote, difficult for whom to have two adults?
No, my point only is that
difficult for my children who are probably watching you right now, because it's not hard for them.
I didn't say
they've already seen a double standard for their mother for 2 years.
It is not about gender. I don't want to have this conversation. You know that I don't believe that it's about gender.
No, it's not about gender. Hold on. It's not about gender. There's been a different standard for me than there have been for other people. And we bite our tongue plenty because I work for the people of this country, the United States government, the presidency, and the president of the United States. So there's plenty that I don't say. There's plenty that I don't tweet.
Absolutely. I'll just give you because you went back here. Because you went there. You were always invited back here. Because you went there, I'll just give an example because you asked. Andrew McCabe. The president went after Andrew McCabe for something that his wife ran as a Democrat, and that had nothing to do with the president.
No. The president knew something early that everybody else is now finding out. The president has excellent instincts, and he knew.
But he didn't
Jim
say
Comey
that.
And Andrew
he talked
McCabe,
about his wife.
You don't know that he didn't say that. He knew that Andrew McCabe could not be trusted. And look what happened just this week. Andrew McCabe, it's admitted now that he lied 4 times, at least 3 under oath, Dana. Criminal referral just this week because he lied about leaking to the media. This is the number 2 at the FBI. This should have everybody concerned. Everybody should go back and look at what the FBI was doing and not doing while Comey and McCabe were in charge of it. And they all thought, if not wanted, the other person to win the election. And that so colored and politicized so much of their actions and their inactions.
Well, as you know, as you mentioned, the Inspector General is asking to look into Andrew McCabe, and we are covering that, and we will continue to cover that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dana.
Thank you, Kellyanne. Appreciate it.